Let me ask you a question. Could you use your imagination and the power of your creative brain to create a Mars Lego rover you could play with? Well, we met a guy who did.
Being an engineer and working on the actual Curiosity rover was extremely useful when coming up with a Lego model. In fact, it's the main reason I created the Lego model in the first place. On the Curiosity rover, I was, a new engineer fresh out of school, so I basically started with, smaller design tasks to sort of learn the ropes and get the hang of how things are done. Basically, I start out with making a bunch of design sketches and figuring out if it will fit in there and how it should be made. Once that's all done, you take it and you test it and you measure all its properties and everything, and then you hand it off to someone who then puts it onto the rover. When I started working on my Lego Curiosity rover, I basically had the majority of the main model finished during one long 3-day weekend. That started out by using a bunch of reference photos from the actual Curiosity rover. It also involved drawing sketches on graph paper to see if pieces would fit the way I want them to without having to, build it up a bunch of times and tear it down over and over again. But overall, it was a similar experience. I guess I didn't have a lot of other people inspecting my work and making sure everything was right. It was all, just me in my own little Lego room working on the model. Within a few months, it was pretty much done. I took photos of it and put them online so other people could see my model. The rover itself is like some awesome sci-fi vehicle if you describe it to someone.
Curiosity Rover, boldly going where no rover has gone before. With its 6-wheel drive, rocker bogie suspension system, and mast-mounted cameras, complete with a rocket pack. Curiosity, seriously curious.
It sounds like the coolest, space vehicle ever, except it's not science fiction, it's real, and it's on Mars right now. It was like a kid's dream to be, an official Lego designer, because I imagine lots of kids who have Lego collections thought, oh, it'd be cool if I was a Lego designer and I could do this all day. Basically, I learned that there's nothing that can't be built out of Lego, and so there's always something new and interesting to do.
Thanks, Stephen. Stephen is an engineer who used the design process. He identified a problem. Too few kids were interested in the Mars rover. So then he brainstormed. What if I create a Mars Lego rover that kids can play with and learn all at the same time? And then he designed it, then he built it. Maybe he had to redesign it. Then he tested it and evaluated it. And then he shared it with the folks at Lego. And voila. We'd love to see what you can build, create, make, or invent. Send your pictures or videos to janet@janetsplanet.com, and you just might be Janet's Planet Inventor of the Week. Let your mind revolve around this thought. Whatever you can think, create, or imagine today just might be great science tomorrow. And that's the view from Janet's Planet.